Hello everyone, welcome to the 4africa, your source for an in-depth analysis of African geopolitics. Today we are diving into a critical development in the Horn of Africa that could reshape regional dynamics. In a surprising turn of events, Eritrea, Egypt, and Somalia have formed a new alliances, potentially challenging Ethiopia's influence in the region. The strategic axis born out of shared grievances and opportunistic interests has raised eyebrows across the continent and beyond. From the continuous Grand Ethiopian Renaissance dam to the territorial disputes and historical rivalries, we'll explore the complex web of factors driving this new cooperation. We'll also examine how this alliance might impact regional stability and what it means for Ethiopia's ambitions. Join us as we break down the implications of this geopolitical shift with insights from Mohamed Kiarmo, a Horn Africa political analyst. We'll discuss the motivations behind this alliance, its potential consequences, and how it fits into the broader picture of power dynamics in East Africa. Stay tuned for an eye-opening analysis that will help you understand the challenging landscape of one of Africa's mostly strategically important regions. This is Drar for Africa, bringing you the stories that matter.
In the Horn of Africa, shifting alliances are shaping a complex geopolitical landscape as Eritrea, Egypt, and Somalia have recently come together in what appears to be a strategic axis that could challenge Ethiopia. The leaders of these three countries met in Asmara, Eritrea, to discuss mutual cooperation and regional security, sparking speculation about their intentions towards Ethiopia. The summit concluded with a statement emphasizing respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the countries in the region, which many see as a veiled reference to Ethiopia's aspirations for access to a seaport, something it currently lacks as a landlocked nation. Ethiopia's exclusion from these discussions, along with the countries involved, hints at a growing rift that could reshape regional dynamics. Eritrea's strained relations with Ethiopia date back to the bloody border war they fought between 1998 and 2000. Although a peace agreement was signed in 2018, leading to Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed winning the Nobel Peace Prize, the relationship soured again following Ethiopia's civil war in the Tigray region. Eritrea initially supported the Ethiopian government during the conflict, but has since distanced itself following the peace accord that ended the fighting in November 2022. Eritrea's lukewarm stance on the accord and its reluctance to re-engage fully with Addis Ababa reflect a lingering distrust and a sense of rivalry over regional influence. Egypt's discord with Ethiopia revolves primarily around the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, a massive hydroelectric project on the Nile River. Egypt fears that the dam will significantly reduce the flow of water downstream, jeopardizing its water security, which heavily relies on the Nile. For over a decade, this issue has been a source of intense diplomatic friction between the two nations, with both sides unwilling to back down. Ethiopia's determination to proceed with the dam, seen as a symbol of national pride and a means to propel its economy, directly challenges Egypt's vital interests, making the possibility of conflict over water rights a real concern. Somalia's grievances with Ethiopia are rooted in the complex politics of the Horn of Africa. Ethiopia has been a crucial ally of Somalia's federal government in its fight against the Al-Shabaab insurgency. However, relations deteriorated sharply when Ethiopia signed a preliminary deal with Somaliland, a self-declared independent region that Somalia considers part of its territory, to lease a section of its coastline. This move enraged Mogadishu, which views Ethiopian engagement with Somaliland as a direct affront to its sovereignty. The presence of Egyptian military equipment and arms in Somalia, reportedly delivered in recent months, has also fueled suspicions that Somalia might be aligning with Cairo against Ethiopia. Somali officials, including Information Minister Daud Awais, have publicly denied any intention to instigate conflict with Ethiopia. "We are not determined to instigate anything against Addis Ababa," he told media outlets. Addis Ababa is our neighbor. We have been cooperating together for a long time, although later on their leadership came up with a factor of instability in the region. But still, we stand for peace, and we don't think that such a meeting in Asmara has anything to do with Ethiopia, he added. However, the optics of the summit tell a different story. the image of President Isaias Afwerki of Eritrea, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt, and President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed of Somalia clasping hands in Asmara sends a strong signal of solidarity among nations with shared grievances against Ethiopia. The summit's focus on strengthening Somalia's state institutions and military capabilities further suggests that this alliance could have a more strategic and possibly confrontational agenda. The emergence of this axis poses significant implications for stability in the region. If Eritrea, Egypt, and Somalia intensify their collaboration, Ethiopia could find itself increasingly isolated and pressured on multiple fronts, politically, economically, and militarily. The alignment of these nations, each with its own historical and strategic grievances against Ethiopia, might escalate tensions, potentially leading to proxy conflicts or even direct confrontations over issues like water rights, territorial sovereignty, and influence in the Horn of Africa. While these countries claim their cooperation is not targeted at Ethiopia, the regional dynamics suggest otherwise. In this intricate game of alliances and rivalries, the Eritrea-Egypt-Somalia axis could significantly shift the balance of power in the Horn of Africa. Ethiopia's ambitions for regional leadership and economic expansion might be met with a united front determined to counter its influence. This new alignment complicates the already volatile situation in a region plagued by political instability, armed conflicts, and economic challenges. As these nations strengthen their ties, the risk of destabilization looms larger, making it crucial for the international community to engage diplomatically to prevent a further escalation that could disrupt the fragile peace in one of the world's most strategically important areas. So, do you think Ethiopia should be worried about this strengthening of ties between Egypt, Somalia, and Eritrea? Three countries it is not on the best of terms with.
Mohammed Kiromer, a Horn of Africa political analyst who is joining us live from Oslo in Norway. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Now, how significant is the security cooperation between Egypt, Somalia, and Eritrea in terms of reshaping the regional alliances? And what are the potential implications for Ethiopia?
First of all, I think it is important to say that this is Abiy's strong policies that has brought these countries together, having signed the Memorandum of Understanding with Somaliland and his ambitious quest for a military access to the sea. It is significant in terms of destabilizing Ethiopia. With Eritrea bordering Ethiopia, possibly can accelerate the Fano insurgency in the Amhara region. It has the potential and experience in using proxies in Ethiopia to its advantage. But I don't think it will reshape alliances already existing. Ethiopia seems isolated. Its only ally is the UAE, and the relations are based mainly on Abiy and Mohammed bin Zayed friendship rather than state-to-state relations. So Somalia has signed additional agreements with Turkey. Egypt has also signed agreements with neighboring countries to Ethiopia. And also we have to look at it, for example, if Trump wins the elections, it can be worse for Ethiopia, as Mr. Trump has suggested in 2020 that Egypt might blow up the dam. Egypt would like to pressure Ethiopia to make concessions to the dam, and elections in Somalia in 2026 can change these alliances. But one thing we have to know is that alliances in the Horn form and unravel quickly, as was the case in 2018.
Right. Mohammed, what are the main strategic interests that are driving Egypt, Somalia, and Eritrea to collaborate more closely, particularly in context of Ethiopia's influence in the region?
I think all of them have opportunistic interests. Ethiopia has given them this opportunity. And so the main thing that drives them is enmity towards Ethiopia. Egypt has always been at loggerheads regarding the Nile, which it regards as a lifeline for its survival. And for Somalia, it is a memorandum of understanding with Somaliland that has brought it into this new alliance. And it has also not ruled out that if Ethiopia withdraws this deal with Somaliland, it can still also contribute to peacekeeping forces. So Somalia has left the door open. Eritrea's president himself is known to be always holding grudges and very revengeful. He thinks that Abiy has betrayed him by signing the Pretoria Agreement. So all the countries do not want to see Ethiopia also as a naval power in the region. So they have different interests. So it is these opportunities that has provided them to work, to drive them work together.
Right, and in your view, do you foresee this security cooperation leading to a broader geopolitical shift in the Horn of Africa, involving perhaps other regional or even international powers? And how might Ethiopia navigate these emerging tensions?
I think both Ethiopia and Somalia are fragile states. For example, Somalia hardly controls territory outside Mogadishu, has depended on peacekeepers fighting Al-Shabaab insurgency. It has loose federal states, some of whom have been in confrontation with the central government, and some also have good relations and trust with Ethiopia rather than with Egypt. And I don't think it will create a broad geopolitical shift in the Horn of Africa. The international actors and regional actors have all been involved, like the Turkey agreement with Somalia, but Turkey plays it very carefully because it has also interests in Ethiopia and like Egypt. So it looks like it's not going to create a broad geopolitical shift in the Horn. And Ethiopia can diffuse the tensions if it draws this memorandum of understanding. And so this is how I see it.
Well, thank you to Mohammed for joining us with all the latest on the significant security situation going on in Egypt, Somalia, Eritrea with regards to Ethiopia.